Alright folks, welcome back. Another Opponent Masters video, and today we're going to try Uxie again, because there's not too much going on in the game otherwise. But yeah, this one, we're actually going to not piercing blow them. We're not going to, you know, Moongeist beam them, right? We're not going to go through their damage reduction. In fact, we're going to deliberately stay out of that and make sure that we don't status for status change them. Right, and see if you could beat them with just raw powering through their damage reduction over here, right? So there's a lot of strategies you can use for this, right? I picked or not Sing Blue, Classic Blue, because he's new and I want to use him a lot more. I like Aerodactyl. Hyper Beam does a lot of damage, right? Also, he doesn't really need to rely on weathered terrain to do a lot of damage, like something like a Leon Charizard, all that stuff, Sings Red, etc., whatever, right? So yeah, because it's going to be a long battle. It's going to be a long battle. Also, those units also burn, which we don't want, right? Hyper Beam doesn't really do anything, right? And yeah, he also buffs crit for Xerneas, which is nice, right? So Xerneas could crit on the Horn Leeches, heal a bit more, help survivability, right? Because we're just banking on survivability mostly. Over here, right? Pretty fast unit. I mean, you guys know. Again, I could have picked anyone else. I just wanted to pick blue just because, right? As for the grid over here, we got Crit Strike 1 Haymaker, right? Pretty standard, I guess. And as for the supports, I have Xerneas, obviously the best tank in the game, at least in my opinion, all right? We do have a bit of an issue with Iron Tail because it is super effective and it's going to hurt a bit, right? Which is why we also brought in Scout and Swanna just to heal. Also, we need to make sure that we don't have staggering in this grid, right? There we go, that's better. So, none of that staggering stuff. So, now that that's away, Gust doesn't do anything, right? Horn Leech just heals. Dazzling Gleam doesn't do anything. Moonblast has a chance to debuff their opponent's special attack, which is nice, right? This, again, doesn't affect the opponent's damage reduction, right? The status change that they say that they mention is actually Flinch, Trap, Confuse, not, you know, they getting their stats debuff. So yeah, we're basically not going to touch any of their damage reduction stuff and just gonna power through it with Hyper Beams from blue. Let's see how this goes then, I guess. All right. We're probably gonna sync with Xerneas first, just so actually, yeah, just get the special defense. I'd say. Get the special defense in. Definitely need to speed this up, or else this is gonna take forever. Get an MP refresh so we can max out our. Well, that's not a very good. That's not a very good start. In terms of starts that we could have had. Well, that solidifies the fact that we need to sync with Xerneas first. Oh, it came back right before we were gonna sync with it, anyways. Well, that's very lame. Anyways, we start hyper beaming now. Slightly awkward start. Frozen by an ice punch of all things. Okay. All right. Again, the big thing with this is I was hoping I'd get a few Moonblasts in earlier. We got frozen there. Yeah, the big thing with this is we're not going to be doing too much damage, right? So the name of the game is basically outlive Uxie, which isn't super hard, I guess. But there are definitely some difficulties. First of all, you know, Aerodactyl's defenses aren't that great, right? Especially since we didn't get an MP refresh on Take Flight. Like, our physical defense is what? It's only at +2. And then the other thing is surviving the Iron Tail from Xerneas, which is also going to be an issue. We're going to sync with Swanna next, just because the damage boost we get from Swanna syncing is just better than Mega Aerodactyl, right? Megaing the Aerodactyl, Mega, whatever. So is that Hyper Beam? Keep spamming that. We're generally fine for HP, I think, right? I will get a few Horn Leeches in before we get to that Iron Tail, right? Which should be at half HP, right? If I remember correctly. Got one special attack down. There we go. Probably should have picked up on a roll. Oh well. Keep hyper beaming. The hyper beams are doing like nothing. Because again, we're not hitting through their damage reductions, right? Is the big thing here. Its healthy advantage, what? 8. That should be, what, 80% damage reduction? Which is a lot. Which is a lot. It's no joke. Alright. We're gonna sink over here. We are out of gradual heals from Aerodactyl, so that's not very good. We're gonna start, make sure we get our Horn Leeches in here. This should get them to use their Iron Tail next, so we're gonna potion after this gust, right? Or the next gust, because they're not using... Oh, there we go. There's that Iron Tail. Horn Leech here, heal that up. Potion this. Yeah. Just gotta make sure we keep our HP levels good, right? They're gonna Psychic Beam. Hopefully it doesn't do that much. I mean, we're gonna Horn Leech that back most likely, right? Hidden Power. We got MP Refresh on the potion, which is nice. Definitely nice, right? Because I do think Aerodactyl's probably gonna need it. Aerodactyl's probably gonna need it, right? This Iron Tail again gonna hurt again. So just need a potion on standby over here from Swanna. Alright, did a bit more damage. Got the extra sync buff in there, right, if I remember correctly. That should heal them up mostly. They got Iron Tail again. Oh, that's slightly tough, isn't it? Alright, we're fine. It'll be nice if we get another MP refresh on the potion though. I think that's like the last Iron Tail they do though, so shouldn't be that bad. Maybe I should have saved that potion, because they're just gonna Swift here, which is gonna do like no damage. And save that one for like Aerodactyl. But again, like their AoE moves aren't like super threatening either. Ooh, didn't crit there, that kind of sucks. That one sucks. Don't paralyze here, that would be terrible too. Also, they're not doing that much damage, so I guess I could just go through a few like Moonblasts in here. Try to debuff their special attack, right? If we can. These Swifts, man. It'll be the end of Aerodactyl. But again, if Aerodactyl does go down, at least we'll still have Xerneas here doing damage, so it shouldn't be that bad, right? Hopefully. Alright, they're gonna sink. Let's Horn Leech that back. Yeah. I've only got MP refresh on either one more. Oh man, again, really? Either on one more of the potions, or the trainer move for Xerneas, right? So we get the gradual heal across the board, which I would have preferred the gradual heal across the board, because Swanna, I don't think Swanna's gonna go down, but Swanna is also slightly suspect in terms of its HP right now, so oh well. Sod should be fine. You get a few more special attack debuffs though off these. Shadow Ball doesn't hurt. Let's be real, Shadow Ball doesn't hurt. Shadow Ball's fine. How many sync buffs is this? 7. This is the 8th sync buff. Oh my lord. We're not critting at all. What is going on? Their sync moves. At least on the bright side, we're getting more sync buffs, which is fun. But what the heck? Where's our crits on sync moves, man? Oh, we still have endurance here. Because if I remember correctly, as soon as we go into the next, they throw out an AoE move. It's not like something super strong though. Yeah, it's just Dazzling Gleam. But I mean, at this point, we are not doing very, very well in terms of our defenses. However, again, we do have that endurance, so we do endure that. And then we get another sync move. Hopefully this one crits, because the last stage actually has the least amount of resistance, because I think it's only like 4, right, on both. So it's actually not that bad. Alright. Although it's still like, you know, it's still 2 4s. Alright, we should be fine. Yep, one more and that's GG. One more and that's GG. Alright, Xerneas looking pretty fine out here. Aerodactyl literally on 1 HP. But yeah, we beat it, I guess. 2 free-to-play supports, right? 1, you know, just damage healer without having to go through their resistances. Yeah, Uxie is not very difficult. Oh, there you go, folks. That was interesting. So yeah, no resistance breakthroughs, no problem, I guess. So anyways, that's me with this one. Hope you all enjoyed. Let me guys think in the comments down below. Like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel for some more Pokemon Masters content. Click on the notifications, get the videos as soon as possible, right? Become a member if you want the cool badges and emojis, all that stuff. Join the Discord in the description box down below if you guys want to talk more Pokemon Masters and stuff. And follow me on Twitter. I don't post anything interesting on Twitter. So have fun, folks. I'll see you guys in the next one.